Hello there guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2015. In today's episode we're going to be reviewing how well we've done after 18 games which we've played in the Sky Bet Championship as Brighton and Hove Albion. We're also going to be doing a live commentary video against Fulham United, I believe they are. But anyway, they are 7th in the league, so they will be very, very tough opposition, don't get me wrong. Now, before we go ahead and do that, I'm just going to show you the schedule which we've been playing since, I think, the last game. What was the last game we played? I did a live commentary against the Ipswich game, so we've had a fair few results. As you can see, no draws at all. Now, I have changed my my tactic recently, and I know I said I was going to play the Blackburn game. However, I kind of didn't remember, so I just played, and now we're on the Fulham game. But anyway, that's besides the point. As you can see, we've scored a lot of goals. You know, 4 goals, 5 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. And even in the games we've lost, we've genuinely scored a lot of goals. And the main reason for that is because I've completely and utterly changed the tactic which I'm using. Unfortunately, it's provided us with a lot of inconsistency. We either do extremely well and score 4 goals, or do really bad and concede 6 goals. This is probably not the best tactic which I've used so far, but I was kind of like searching online for good tactics for lower leagues, and this was one of the first that came up. So let me just show you what tactic it is. Yes, look at that. 3 strikers up top with wingers and basically 2 midfielders. However, this tactic does work against some teams when they want to perform. It's genuinely when everyone's pretty decent condition. Now I'm going to say that and we're going to lose again. But 6-0, we've just been thrashed by Norwich City. And honestly, I really didn't expect it. So hopefully we can pull ourselves together and really show that we mean business in this competition. But there's one player I must admit, 2 players actually. 2 players have played incredibly well for me this season using this tactic. One of those is Sam Baldock. As you can see, 13 goals in 15 league appearances. That is pretty decent if you ask me. His stats are improving across the board. And this guy was our 3rd striker at the beginning of the season. He's now our 1st, without a doubt. Yeah, he's rated at £7 million nearly. That's gone up hugely, considering we only bought him for 1.8 million from Bristol City in the summer. So that's always nice to have a improving value for the players. Another guy that has absolutely performed amazingly is this guy here. He's got 7.32 rating, average rating. But you can see some games here. He's got like 9.10, 8.7, 7.9. When he plays on his game, he just goes for it. I mean, I'm not even joking. He's although these 2 players have been really playing well, there's other players who just unfortunately have kind of let me down. And one of those is actually David Stockdale. He's been consistent sometimes, and then other times he just does terrible, like the 5.9 rating here against Norwich. He honestly, every single shot went in. Now, let me just show you the stats of this game. Look at that. We had more shots, nearly more on target. We had more possession, and yet we still did not even score a goal. That just proves to you that Norwich City have got a really good defensive tactic. Whatever it was, I mean, I think it was a 4-2-3-1, I believe. I'm not sure if I can check that now. Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so 4-2-3-1. They've also got this guy called Gnabry. He's an Arsenal. Where is he on here? Is he on here? He's an Arsenal loanee, which they loaned him from. Yeah, that's right. Get it right, God. But yeah, this guy looks pretty decent. Norwich City had an amazing game. I don't think they've actually had a result like that all season, which I'm also going to check just quickly before we go ahead. Yeah, look. Okay, they scored 6 against Charlton as well. But yeah, they're the only ones in the league, apart from Wolves, that have scored the same amount of goals, or nearly the same amount of goals as me. And then you compare it to the amount they've conceded, only 19 goals. It's really just one of those, like, god damn it moments. Like, we're one of the most... We've scored... We're the third highest scorers in the league. You know, we are pretty decent. As you can see, Bournemouth, 5 goals. Nottingham Forest, 5 goals. Blackburn, 4 goals. Wigan, 4. You know, we either concede loads and score none, or, like, score loads, concede loads, and just... We always seem to score, though, which is nice to have. We just kind of need to solidify things back up at the back. Definitely the defence has been letting us down a lot. And we generally concede, you can see here from the team report, we concede most of our goals between the 76th and the 90th minute. 11, which is 26% of all the goals we've conceded. That's quite huge. Although we have scored most of our goals between that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the Fulham game. I'm going to show you what my lineup is, what tactics, what match fitness, what players I should probably play. But anyway, guys, make sure you leave a comment down below if you're enjoying the series, because I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm enjoying developing the team with Brighton. As you probably know, before I was using this tactic here. It worked for a while. It just didn't really kind of allow me. I wasn't scoring enough goals, basically. So I changed to this, and I've got goals galore. Unfortunately, I think it's not designed for lower league teams. It might be more of a like a Champions League kind of team. Anyway, but yeah, as you can see, Sam Baldock scoring an 8.10 average for the last 5 games. That's huge. It's honestly, that is amazing. I've signed another guy called Dennis. Strakulersi. So he's a striker. Basically, as we've got 3 strikers, I kind of feel like I needed another one, and possibly another one. However, the free transfer market has just closed, and I've got no money left in the bank, so I can't really do that. So we're going to have to suffice with 4 for now, if I don't change the tactic before then again. So yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty much not going to change much. I might change my right winger here as well. Probably Paddy McCall has played very well. I think he should have a game. Is that it? Or can I... Yeah, I think that's it. Generally, Gordon Greer... Actually, no, let's bring on... Has Aaron Hughes got decent? No, okay, so... He had a horrendous game last game. He had a 5.6 rating, which is not good at all. As you probably can see, a lot of my players, including Hughes, they're kind of unhappy because they're not receiving much first-team football. But Bruno, for example, is actually a right back, and as you can see, we don't actually use fullbacks in this position, in this tactic. So it's kind of hard to put him on when there isn't a position for him. But his contract runs out in the end of the season anyway, so we'll just get rid of him. So let's go assertively, and I say assertively because I expect a win today, ladies and gentlemen. If they do not react to the previous result, then I'm honestly not going to be happy with them, and I will get aggressive with them. So they should consider that a threat. But anyway, looks like Fulham have got a little bit of early possession here. Fingers crossed it doesn't last, and it doesn't. So although we've only played 3 minutes, we've got our first opportunity here, and Kalunga scores the first goal in the 3rd minute. Is it offside? The linesman, yes, it is offside, of course it is. I was going to say the linesman hasn't moved. But anyway, that's showing good signs of improvement. We didn't really have any major opportunities. We had a lot of shots on goal, but it wasn't really major. I think we had 3 clear-cut chances in the whole game, whereas Norwich City had like 10 or 11. So yeah, it wasn't great. But anyway, fingers crossed we can score a few goals here without conceding. Would be nice. Probably unlikely, but yeah, here we got Kalunga on the wing, gonna cross it in there, and Crofts, the player which I have been hyping up a lot, has just scored an amazing goal for us there. I'm sure that made him a lot happier. He's only scored a few goals for us this season, but he's really been pulling the strings in the midfield position, which I've put him in. As you can see in the table, let's have a look. Yeah, we're still 4th. We're only 4 points behind the leaders now, though. And to be honest, I'm really surprised because we have lost 7 games this season. 7 games is a lot of games to lose. the only thing that's keeping us up is the fact we've had no draws. So any wins, any other games we've played have just been wins. And it's never looked likely that we were going to draw, because we're just not solid defensively, but we are amazing up front, if that makes sense. So we definitely should score at least 1 goal. On average, we score at least 2 goals in a game. That's how good our attack is at the moment. And it's kind of one of those tactics where you try and outscore your opponent. Like, it's almost guaranteed they're going to score, but you've got to try and outscore them, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Paul O'Grady scoring another goal there for us, so it's 2-0 now, and looking pretty positive. As you can see, we've got more than 60% possession, managing to defend the corner there, and O'Grady's got the ball back again, passes it upfield to Baldock, and Baldock's going to think about doing something, but gets tackled. Now, Fulham on the offensive here, on the right wing with Cole. Now, it looks pretty muddy, doesn't it? And Woodrow scores their goal. See what I mean by you've got to try and outscore your opponent? It's not ideal because it's not consistent. So I might think about changing the tactic again. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know what you think of that in the comments section below. Whether you've used this tactic before as well. I mean, it is one of those tactics you pick off the internet. You kind of download it and pop it in, and then pretty much just go from there. So what is Fulham doing here? They're just holding the ball up. No, Baldock to O'Grady. Can O'Grady finish? No, he can't. That was a good golden opportunity. We've had 2 clear-cut chances so far. Scored 2 goals. That'll do. We generally get a lot of shots, even though I've put a lot of the players on like shoot less often. So it means that they're getting in good positions, which is nice to know, really, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, the whole inconsistency thing is kind of noticed in our goal difference. We've only got a goal difference of +6, whereas other teams in our position, especially above us, have got like 21 and 26. So they're genuinely favourites to go into most games. Now, it's mainly let down by our defence. As you can see, we're already falling apart here. It's not ideal, though. I'm not happy about this. The more I think of it, the more I think I should change my tactic. But I don't know, because I've had some really decent results as well against good teams. It's just whether the team wants to show up or not. Stockdale with a good save there. Thank bloody God, because I was not going to be happy. They've had only 1 clear-cut chance. They've just received that, and they've already scored a goal as well. So that could be quite worrying. Paddy McCourt has been injured. Not good. I'm going to have to bring on a replacement for him. Actually, I'll bring on James Forrest. He hasn't actually had a lot of game time recently, so it would be nice to give him some game time there, and hopefully maybe even score a goal. As you know, he did score 2 goals in the Ipswich Town game beforehand. I'm just going to say I'm actually not very pleased with the way things are going. It looks like they've fired up and seem motivated, so that could be a positive sign of things to come, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm sure my strikers are loving the fact that they're getting all this first-team football, because I have no other kind of replacements, so they always play, which is not really good on the fitness side. And I should probably have already thought of this tactic right at the beginning of the season. But anyway, it looks like Fulham have just... I don't understand how that was a key highlight. That was not that good at all. I really don't understand Football Manager sometimes. It is kind of annoying. But yeah, anyway, we have the ball. It's 56 minutes played. I'm not convinced that we can hold on to the 2-1 result. As you can see, Rodriguez getting through now. Can Stockdale save it? He can. Woodrow with the 3rd attempt, and then Rodriguez puts it over the crossbar. Thank God for the luck there. Jesus Christ. Now, Adrian Kalunga's got an 8.4 rating. That is extremely high. He hasn't scored a goal yet, though. So I don't understand how that could be so high. Right, anyway, before we go on, I'm going to make a change. I think I should bring on Solly March, because this guy's got a lot of potential. He's played decently for me this season. He has had his better moments, though, especially recently. He's kind of had a little bit of a downturn. I'm going to bring on Dennis Strakolarsi, and I'm bringing Kolunga into the middle there because he's had an amazing game. So fingers crossed he can score a couple goals for us, because he, well... if anyone's going to score at the moment, he seems to be on form, so fingers crossed for that. As you know, Fulham here were relegated last season, I believe, or was it a couple seasons ago. Actually, I want to find out now. How do I find out this? Yeah, competitions, runner-up. Did they get relegated or didn't they get relegated? Yes, they got relegated in the 2013-2014 season. So this year is their only year in the in the Sky Bet Championship for a number of years. And one of my friends actually supports Fulham, and I was kind of gutted for him when they got demoted. Woodrow here with the opportunity, can't finish. Can Brighton salvage? Yes, they can. Thank God for that. Jesus Christ Almighty. We're really holding on to the strings. As you can see, both teams here having clear-cut chances in both areas. It's just down to the finishing now. Whoever can finish the best is going to score the best. Looks like Holler's got a free kick here. Shoots down the middle. Can Greer? No. Oh my God. I thought Greer was going to score the goal there. He was on the line. Passes it to O'Grady. O'Grady centres it in and Budorov clears. No. And the goalkeeper spills it, but they managed to clear in the end. There's only 4 minutes left of this game, including over injury time. Looking positive so far, but anything can happen in the last 4 minutes. It usually does. Can Kalunga finish? No, he can't. Unlucky. We've dominated possession. I suppose that's one positive. We've had a lot of shots on target. And genuinely, we've passed the ball a lot more than they have. As you can see here, we've got 561 and they've only had 385. Our passing rate has been 79%, which is pretty decent. And our tackles have been nearly spot on. We've had 94% successful tackles. Unfortunately, they've only been 38, whereas they've had 72. So here's Fulham on the offensive in the final 3 minutes of the game. Roberts shoots from far, but misses. It goes wide. Thank God from that. Jesus. Okay, so Stockdale passes it to Greer. Passes it short. Here we go. March to Skralawasri. Kalunga. I feel like there's another goal in here somewhere. There's a lot of highlights going on in the final stages of this game. Who's going to score though? Who's going to score? Who do you think? It's looking very end-to-end stuff at the moment, without a doubt. Kind of makes it a little bit exciting, but I'm extremely nervous. And no, Fulham are through here with Woodrow. Stockdale comes out, but then manages to shoot it to the far right. And I don't quite understand why he did that. He was aiming for the corner flag, maybe. Okay, so it looks like that's game over. 3 points today. Congratulations to Brighton. I'm really pleased with that result, actually. Although it could have been a lot more. I'm going to take a win any day of the week at the moment, especially after a 6-0 thrashing by... who did I play last game? Oh, yeah, by Norwich City. So, yeah, I should say I'm... Actually, do you know what? I'm just going to say I'm pretty pleased with that. Unfortunately, it didn't... it could have been a lot more, and we kind of need more goals, because every now and again we get those games where we just concede and we just totally collapse. We concede like 6 or 7 goals. I think I've had a couple of those this season. Yeah, the first was the Brentford game where we conceded 5. And then we obviously had the Norwich game here where we've conceded 6. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me in that episode. The next game, which I will probably be playing, will be after January. So we're thinking maybe the Nottingham Forest game. But let me know in the comment section down below what exact match that you want. And I will do my best to accommodate with your needs. But yeah, thanks very much for the support, guys. Hoping to continue this series. Obviously, I won't. But let me know down in the comment section below what you think and whether I should continue this or not. Or whether I should just play this on my own time. Because I'm having a lot of fun here. And I hope you are as well. So yeah, guys, thank you very much. I hope to see you in the next episode. If I don't, then that's fine as well, I guess. No, it's not. Do it. No, I'm kidding. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, guys. And we will see you later. Peace.